Greetings, I am CrossKnights, and this is part 5 of Auditorium. We're on to stage 12, Rain, where the new mechanic is 2 beams instead of 1, for twice the fun, some may say. So, let's see if I can start this off, yeah? So that works. What about this little buddy? I believe I can now make the 2 become 1. Up here. We're getting both. I'm not even sure if I've beaten all these stages, so a few of these could take a little bit. So this turns things purple. The blue clearly needs to get down there first, because there's nothing that turns it blue. How am I gonna do this? Trying to get the uptick to shoot over. But when I put it too far down, it looks like it just spins out of control. Increased vortex. Replace this to be on the side. Move this over if at all possible. Too far over, it's no longer hitting the white part. Alright. Increase. Did not work. Like, not at all. Let's move this up some, shall we? How am I gonna get you over there, eh? Eh? What if I put this here instead? Come on, increase that vortex. We want maximum influence. Now there's no blue getting through. Okay. Getting hard right off the bat, huh? Actually, I think I have beaten all of these stages. The issue is that there are stages after this on the next level that I have not beaten for shows. So that could, if I could just somehow not influence this, that would work right there. But then I just have to worry about the rest of the stuff. And the fact is, there is no way to influence this without influencing it. Oh, that looks good. That's a good loop. Was a good loop. It just couldn't last. White. More? No, less. I see, that was only getting down because of the rabbit. It's like it's egging me on to bring it up some, because why else would this be given to me? But then I still need the blue. I still need the blue to touch the white. Ooh. That could do it. That could do it. As to why they gave me that downward pointing thing, I have no idea in that case. So, that one has a color, this one is white, this one makes things go opposite. Wow, they're giving me some odd tools to work with there. Guess we'll push this over, because that'll hit those two. I'm having this weird idea. Didn't quite work out, did it? Yeah, because it was blocking that other stream. Just needed to block this one, but that's sort of working. What can I do to make this crazy? I want to make this crazy, actually. But it's terminal there. If it's terminal there, it's not going to help me at all. Yeah, this isn't going anywhere. Oh! Sorry, in a feat of pure genius, I moved the application off of the area of my screen that it was recording, so now I need to start again. But while the other part was compressing, I think I found the solution. I just got to try to replicate it. And as I know from that last part in the last video, that's not always easy. You need to not be there. You're confusing things. Really, this is going differently than before, and it's working out better already. So I'm not going to replicate it. I'm going to do it better. Yeah, I don't even technically need the rabbit, do I? I mean, the rabbit will help, though. If I place it the exact right spot, anyway. There we are. Wow. Better than last time. Last stage in rain. Alright, so one of them is directly going into here, huh? Okay. Is there a reverser? No, but there's a shield. Interesting. Could probably do all types of wacky stuff with that. Cool. No, we don't want that. There we are. Alright, so that's sating everything but the stuff up there. So now I just need to ignore everything. Try to mess around up here, huh? Really? I think I have it already. I think I have it already. Oh, that portal's blocking things. Alright, well, if the portal's blocking things... Alright, first of all... There. Let's make sure both of these are being hit. And we'll move this so that it's big enough to get both of these strands. Is it? Yeah, I need to get the strands that are coming out of the portal, not the ones that are going in. Alright, now we just need that white one in the center to be satisfied. Since the portal's blocking a lot of the ones that are directly behind it, we can use the vortex to try to suck in the remnants. No. Too big. Too big still. You don't want to mess with the blue one. The blue one's already good. There. Alright, I like that. I like that one. Alright, rain. Not as dramatic as I remembered it being. So then, Act 13, lucky number 13, Shadow. This I have not completely beaten yet. It features black holes that completely suck down your laser beams and then make them so that they can't be used. So they are to be avoided at all costs. Alright, so how are we going to do this? Like, how can I get the vortex to hit both of these without falling into the black hole of doom, is the question. question I don't yet have an answer to. Oh, that looks like that's an answer. Down a bit further. Just can't get that green to hit, can I? Guess the angle's not quite right. Up. I'm losing a lot of it. Well, that works for that one, but I need that inner vortex that was happening, and it can't happen as long as that's being influenced, so let's move you over again. Oh. Why do I feel like I can trick shot this thing? Huh. For a second, things were happening. Let's try this again. Yeah. Maybe this won't work. No. I was gonna try to fill up the green while the pink was still there, but that might be rough. Can we get this already? No, this is only... The green only starts when it starts going this way. Oh, we're started. Damn it! Stupid vortex is not going the way I want it to. And that's a lot of green, but there's no pink now. Oh. I'm sure there's a more stable way to do that, but that worked. I trick-shotted it. Alright, so the stupid vortex here end a shield. I'm gonna actually try to, encompass the vortex so that the shield actually blocks everything. Now the trick is to bounce everything around my shield now that the vortex has been cut off from everything, which could be tricky. The shield is also green, so that's how I'm going to have to get that green part. Oh, look at that. It's going to need to be crazier than that, though, to get down to the green part. Also, it looks like I'm losing a bunch of it. There we are. Completely cut off. Okay. How can I do this? Is that too much? Yeah, I'm not getting the pink now. I'm siphoning too much. Let's move it over. Still no pink? Why was it working before? I see. There's not a very big margin of error. I can only take a very small amount. We're having all kinds of fun recording issues today, aren't we? Let's try this. Let's go again. I think I have the solution now. Let's make this bigger. No, that wasn't what I was doing before. Let's put this up here. Instead of relying entirely on the vortex to keep it, I can always use this thing. We want it bigger just for more momentum. Cool. Now I'll use the vortex. Try and take that stuff. Make sure it doesn't leave. That gets the pink rather nicely, doesn't it? Let's try not to hit any of that white. So now the trick is to just get it to bounce all the way down to the green, but I'm going to need a lot of momentum for that. Down just a little bit. I think that did it. I think the vortex was just a tad too high. love that it's called Shadow, and it caused the end result to be that. So it looks like a shadow above all of it. Alright, this stage I have never beaten before, so hopefully it's not going to hang me up or anything, because I need to go and figure this out. I mean, it's just very confusing in general. I clearly need this thing to reflect, like, somewhere, but that vortex is in a horrible place. I mean, if I push it up here, I don't see how I can go anywhere. I don't see how that allows me to do anything, since I just have a rabbit and a reflector. And going the other way makes more sense, but then I somehow need everything to arc all the way back here as pink, which is also, I don't see how that would work. This is maximum right here, and it's still, if I want this to go all the way there, I can't do too much without part of it going into the vortex. I mean, I clearly need this to skid out here to get to the green, but then I have to push it back. And if I do that, how am I going to get the white to go there? Yeah, I don't know. So I'll figure it out. Okay. I'm not exaggerating here. This stage was almost the death of me. Note, I'm exaggerating here. I was trying for hours. There are people on Skype that can vouch for me to beat this stupid stage. And the only reason I was able to figure out a solution is because I was watching my video of this, like the stuff that I've recorded previously that you've just watched. I was watching it, and then I suddenly saw that, holy crap, I think I touched on the solution in this video, but abandoned it early on. I'm just doing that, like, I could just show you what I discovered in that video, but it seems like instead I should show you what I had been doing for several hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Alright, so this is what I had. It was a loop. It went around, it hit the white, there was just enough to graze the green. This thing goes slightly past the green circle, so it's shooting amethyst here and here. Problem? Impossible to hit the white with this configuration. There's a white slash here where you have to go amethyst and white. And there was no way to hit this and somehow hit this with it still being white and getting over here and getting over there. And that's because it literally was not possible. Now, what happened when I was watching my previous video, I saw myself, you know, just quickly go up here and then move things down here, and stuff was spraying all over the stage, and then I was like, wait a minute. That's it. So that's basically what you need to do. Now let's see if I can recreate this, because I just did it. It took a lot of finagling to get everything perfect. And this doesn't look like this is going to work. Not the way I have it now. There may be. Alright, the trick is that I need this spraying amethyst and white. So I'm going to try to put this directly in the middle. But the loop needs to be big enough so that there's both. And we use Senior Rabbit. This is not at the right angle at all, so I'm going to need to figure this out. Let's see. Let's move the rabbit back. That's a much better angle. Not enough momentum. I just did this. I need to think. Okay, let's get that other... Let's just try to make a good loop first. This can't be too big and it can't be too small. You gotta figure it out perfectly. It also needs to make sure that it sucks everything away from the shadow. That could be it. Now I need to make a spray that shoots across... It needs to hit all three of these. The white needs to hit all three of these, because the green needs to be activated also. That looks like an appropriate angle. Okay. So now, if I can put this directly in the center so it's just grazing things... Well, actually, there. We got it. It needs to graze this so this gets filled up, and it needs to graze this so this gets filled up. Full, 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 full. Oh, come on! How many seconds does it need to be full for, huh? Ah! I increased the speed a little bit. Should help the green. It's probably going to hurt the white down there. In fact, it completely cuts off the white, so... Alright, more speed. More speed. Unfortunately, a lot of it's going directly into the middle, and only little bits are going to the side. I mean, that is kind of a problem. But, alright, I'm gonna finagle a little bit, and let's see what happens. Yeah! Not the most interesting end picture, but whatever. Now, this stage, I don't remember if I've beaten it yet. I might have skipped over this one, too, because I've actually gone to the end, like the last stage of the game, though I haven't beaten it. Okay, I got this. Now, I feel like there's two ways to do this, but I haven't been able to... I know I've completed it this way before. I'm just going to show... Because I kind of, at this point... By the way, there's only going to be two level sections in this part, so this is the last level. Because there's only 2 left, and I don't want to make it, you know, completely uneven for the last episode. But the way I was trying to beat it most of this time was this here. So this goes to the white part. Let me see if I can... Making it bigger helps increase velocity, which we need. I just gotta get away from the shadow vortex here. Damn black hole is crazy. By the way, black hole supersedes everything. Like, once something's caught in the black hole, there's no way to dislodge it. Like, you might think you may be able to get those parts to, like, speed, but once they're there, they're gone. You can't do anything to divert them. So you just have to dodge it as best as possible. I might... yeah, that's actually shooting a few of them out of the orbit. But, you know, I think you see what I'm doing here. It shoots over, it turns purple because the speeder thing is purple, hits that thing. But, it's not easy, so I found another way. Gotta start with the vortex. And the thing is, the stream definitely needs to come up here because it starts out as white and nothing turns it white. So, let's see if I feel like I've forgotten what I'm doing. The angle seems wrong. Yeah, it's gotta be down here. But it still needs to, at least graze this. Okay. It's grazing. And we push this here. More. It's got to be positioned exactly to go in the direction I want it to. This doesn't seem like it's angled right still. Like when I was practicing, the stream looks entirely different. Let's decrease you. Yeah, it looked like this, but I still need it to graze this. You know, how about I just concentrate on over there, and then maybe I can figure something out. So right here? That is too close to the portal. That is being sucked right into the portal. Let's make it more extreme velocity, however. Now, what I want is I want purple to hit here, and I also want stuff to go into the portal. Then I take my good old shield, cause this to pop up. Again, I gotta do it perfectly. Because it's gotta hit this one also. Now this would do it, but the angle is wrong because I haven't hit the white thing. Let's try maximum that. And move this up. Ugh, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. Come on. Escape! Escape the black hole that is that black hole. It is a literal black hole. Escape it. Alright, this seems better. Vortex moved up in between here. Small thing here, but positioned right so that most of this goes over here. And there's actually a pretty strong jet stream coming out here. The green can be fed independently this way. It was like that before, but now it looks like it's laxed off a little bit. If I can just angle it correctly. Well, that's not really going to work. I kind of need to push this really far so it gets to this one. You just got to push it. Maybe you have an excuse, but you're it. I don't want to hear this from anyone else. I don't want to hear a lack of sound from any of you other guys. You, green! You're getting tons of green here. Stop it. Stop pretending you're not doing well. We all know you are. Crease. There we go. I just realized I don't need to rely on the circle here because it's actually still purple here. So I can make the shield even bigger. Okay. Need to find the right angle, though. It's like playing pool. With lasers! Screw laser tag. I've invented laser pool. It's a lot more dangerous. Sometimes you get hit with a laser ball, but whatever. And we have it. Alright, second to the last stage. What is the mechanic? The mechanic is 3 different colors. I mean, this stage is pretty easy to complete, but, I'll leave it till next time. And, it'll be this stage and then the final stage. And that'll be all. I am CrossKnights, almost through. And God, Flash games are so much harder to record than other games. Oh well, I'll deal with it. See you then.